This is the plaintiff, Maribel Diaz. She says she's known the defendant for 10 years because she was an exotic dancer at her adult entertainment business. She ended up investing in the defendant's online adult toy website, and it's been almost 2 years, and she hasn't been paid back her initial investment nor profits. So that's why she's suing her for the $2,000 she's owed. This is the defendant, Tony. She says the plaintiff knew full well the return on her investment could take anywhere from 1 to 3 years. The woman's just getting antsy. She has a rock-solid contract with her and simply owes her nothing at this point. She's accused of stripping an investor.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you,
You will come in.
Douglas. Maribel Diaz?
Yes.
You are suing Tony, who's Tony? And Tony's Angels, doing business as,
Teasers.
okay, for $2,000 that you say you invested in a sex toy company and you want returned to you. Okay, what's going on?
Well, I gave her the money about 2 years ago.
How did you know each other?
I used to work with her.
For who? Okay,
for Tony's Angels.
where?
Well, she owns an entertainment company.
Yeah.
Tony's
I own an adult entertainment company, Exotic Dancers,
Oh, okay.
for about 8-9 years now. And
what-
she's been working for me as an exotic dancer.
Okay. And do you operate out of one venue or you travel?
We travel.
Okay, so you do parties, bachelorette parties,
Yeah.
bachelor parties, that kind of.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And you've been doing that how long?
I worked with her for 8 years.
Okay.
Then she started a company, teachers.com, which they sell sex toys, women underwear, for exotic dancing. But she told me if I wanted to invest to buy merchandise. And I said, yeah, sure.
But what was the premise, that you were going to be investing in the company?
Yeah.
All right. And did anybody write anything out to see what everybody's
Yeah.
rights and obligations were? Do you have that?
I forgot it.
Okay. You forgot to bring it to court? Oh, but you have it. Do you have a copy?
Yes.
May I see it?
Yes.
Thank you.
How did you get started in this business?
And which one?
Well, let's start with the one you've had the longest, which is the exotic dancers.
I used to work for somebody as a driver, and he treated the girls very badly. So actually, the girls would say, they kept telling me, cheering me on why I didn't start my own business, and that's how I got started.
And when you say he treated the girls badly, what do you mean, he didn't pay them well?
Right.
Okay. So what were you doing before that?
I used to run a temp agency in New
Okay.
Jersey.
And what got you started in this business?
I met Tony through a casual friend, so I started dancing.
Was that the first time you were dancing?
Yeah, I started dancing with her.
How do you find out you got a knack for that sort of thing? All righty then. So who drafted this?
Me.
Every word of it you drafted, or did you start
Well, I
from some?
had some support with my accountant.
Your accountant?
Yes.
You didn't go to a lawyer?
No.
Okay. So you enter into this agreement, and how long ago did you enter into this agreement?
It's been about a year.
All right. And you had invested $2,000, and when are you supposed to see the fruit of your $2,000?
I was supposed to see benefits from every single thing she sold. And I
From the
didn't-
beginning?
From the beginning, I guess.
Okay. You signed this thing when?
November 3rd.
Of
14.
2014. And what is it that so in that whole year, what have you seen?
Nada.
And have you ever said anything until now?
I sent her text messages. I was still working with her after that.
Okay.
And I sent her text messages.
How often does she call you to get you to work?
Well, not
Is
anymore.
it every? I know.
But
How
before-
often did it used to be?
Maybe 2 times a week.
So do you have a day job too, or that floats you for the week?
Well, I also work in other places.
Okay. That has to do with this, or that doesn't?
Yeah,
have-
I'm a dancer.
Okay. All right. So you guys had a blow up.
Yeah.
Unrelated, which is when you said, I want out of this other company, of this sex toy company.
Yeah, because that's why I stopped working with her, because of the money I loaned her, and I never seen I never seen
Well,
nothing.
what was the blowout about? What was the fight about? About that?
About that, my
Okay.
money.
What say you the fight was about?
Like she stated, she used to work for me. We had a job. She was acting inappropriate.
How?
She wasn't just dancing, she was drinking excessively. I felt like she was overdoing it. I got upset. I wouldn't allow her in my car.
After the job?
Yeah, after the job. And then this is what I feel. And 2 weeks later, I got a letter in the mail that she's suing me. So I
Okay.
feel she's just upset.
Did you
Because that
fire
was the
her?
last time.
Did you fire her or you
Yeah.
just failed to call her?
Well, I just failed to call her.
Right, that's how people get fired, kind of.
Yes.
You just don't call them anymore. So she knew because it had been 2 weeks that you weren't calling her.
Correct.
All right, but you have a long history with her, don't you?
Yes.
How many years was she working?
I also have the contract from when she started, and she's correct. It's been a while. I mean, she's
How long?
Since I'll give you the
You dropped
exact
a
date.
contract with your dancers?
Yep.
What does it say?
It's
More or less.
Well, it's an independent contract
Right, so
You know?
what's the point of the contract? Is that,
that they take care of their own insurances, taxes, and stipulations on that. She's been working since March of 08.
so how come you couldn't work out your problem that day?
Well, we could have, she really got upset because I wouldn't allow her in my car. That was out of my character because usually I'm very nice. I calm down very quickly, but that day I was really upset and I wouldn't allow her in my car because we drive the girls, we stay there and we make sure that they're okay and we drive them home.
Right,
But that day I just was really upset with her.
Right.
Now usually this is not the first occurrences I had with her. Usually we both calm down, we'll talk about it, she'll come back to work. I was actually even thinking of calling her again. Cause when she does do good, she works pretty good, Even though I have an adult entertainment company, I never consider it trashy. I always try to keep it classy.
Okay.
It's not a career move. I try to help the girls out to make money, to do better, whether it's going to college or
Oh,
to pursue.
okay, I'm sorry. So they exotic dance only to go to college, all of your girls?
Well, I always try to. I have one girl that's in the Army now.
Okay.
I convinced her to go, and she's in Colorado, and she's doing very well. So I tell all my girls, this is not a career move. This is something temporary that you do
She
for
was
the
working for you
meantime
for
to do
7
better.
years. I mean,
Yeah, she has been. But
Obviously,
I
it worked
can't
out for
force.
both of you.
I can't force anybody.
no, of course not. Of course not. All right, so tell me about this company that she invested in.
It's like she said, it's an adult sex toy website. I told her to invest in it, so correct, to get merchandise. We both agreed that
When you say to get merchandise, you mean so that you needed an investor so that you could buy more merchandise? Is that what you mean? Because you didn't have the funds.
I was planning to do passion parties where we bring the products in hand.
Oh, like a Tupperware party.
Right.
Except for that.
Correct.
Except for, I'm looking at one of your receipts, Macho Supreme Stamina, I can't even. Snap-on duo ring. I don't even want to know. Pin the torpedo on the sailor. That I might want to know about. I'm going to stop now.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So my question is simple. Is the sex toy business more popular than most people would admit?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
Depending who you ask.
Okay, I'm asking you.
For the sake of my mom, I don't know.
How about not for the sake of your mom?
But if I'm thinking like for other people, I would say it's pretty popular.
Okay, and you say?
I would agree with that. I think it's pretty popular. I wouldn't know personally, but I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. Going inside the courtroom.
It seems kind of ill-advised to have somebody whose boss you are invest in another company with you. Why did you do that?
You're absolutely correct. I didn't think of it. Like I said, I feel like Maribel is a smart, good individual young lady, and
Did you have any other of your dancers invest in that company?
No, me and her.
Did you have any other investors in that company?
Yes.
How
Yes,
many
I did.
investors did you have?
I have one more.
Is that person seeing distributions?
No, not yet.
Why isn't she seeing distributions from the? Are you making a profit?
No, not yet.
Are you selling anything?
No, not yet.
Okay, and why haven't you sold anything?
Because I haven't got, I guess, the right marketing team together yet.
So these are all the items that you bought,
Correct.
and these items are sitting around where?
In my office.
How long ago did you take the $2,000 from her?
In November 3rd of last year.
And you didn't buy anything until June when she had already filed a lawsuit?
It was, no.
April,
No.
April,
Yeah, I think it was February.
March, yeah. And why is it that she hasn't seen any, what is she supposed to get out of this, out of the $2,000?
It stipulates on the contract she gets 30% of the $2,000
When?
when it starts making a profit. You know, when I start making money. So that's why I says within the contract it says to at least allow me to get 1 to 3 years.
1 to 3 years. So
Yes.
she might not see a penny for 1 to 3 years.
Correct.
And then what she might see is 30% of her 2,000 and then 3% of the profits?
Yeah.
And the profits are after you pay everybody's salaries?
Yes.
So all you have to do is pay everybody bigger salaries and then magically you're not turning a profit and then she sees nothing?
Well, I mean, I wasn't planning to do that to her, you know, but she signed a contract.
Yeah, why did you? Why did you have a lawyer look at that?
No, I didn't. I trusted enough, but I worked.
Yeah,
with
but you
some-
ought to know where your money's going and how it's going. I mean, first of all, it's not in lawyer language where it says that you will wait 1 to 3. You picked an option that said 1 to 3 years for distribution.
But that's not the way she explained to me. She told me
Sure,
in 3 months.
wait a minute. You can read. These are, you know, if you're going to be a big girl, put big girl money down, you need to be able to read what you're signing. And you can't say, I trusted her. You have to read what you're signing. Let me read it out loud, exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, your initials are on it. Shareholders agree to a 1 to 3 year option before profit distribution. This is like I would never sign this contract. It is so outrageously in her favor.
Facts.
Right, but that's why I would go see a lawyer who would say, no, girl, take that 2,000 and go to Vegas. You know? But this is a contract that you signed, and the real problem that I have, because even though this contract is so in her favor, we haven't reached a point where I can see that she is abusing you and doing something, because we're not at the point. We're not even at the 1 year point. I understand why you want out. You don't want anything to do anymore with anybody on that side. I understand. But sometimes we make decisions with our money that don't include, we can just pull it out. And this is one of those decisions. So I'm not going to rule against you in this lawsuit. What I'm going to do is dismiss it without prejudice to you being able to bring it again after the period of time that you signed on says.
Okay.
And just so you know, it's 1 to 3 years. Now, I'm ordering you to keep very detailed records of each and every sale, because at some point, if she doesn't start seeing a return on her investment, she's not going to just forget this. Okay? If she's a smart cookie, she's not going to just forget this. She's going to take you to court, and there's going to be a judge who's going to demand to see every T crossed and every I dotted. It does say that you have to do things according to general accounting principles. You want to make a profit, right?
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Based on what I am seeing, I have no choice but to dismiss without prejudice for you to be able to bring it up at a later date that's timely according to the contract that you signed.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
The judge dismisses the case without prejudice. That's not a ruling against you, the plaintiff right here. What's your feeling on this ruling?
Well, I guess I have to wait another 2 years before she gives me my money back.
You signed 1 to 3 years, and that
1 to
was in
3
November
years.
of 2014, right?
Yes.
So apparently she can keep you waiting until 15, 16, 2017, November.
I'm not giving up. It's my money.
You're not giving up? What do you do next?
I guess I'll come back in a year.
You think she tried to take advantage of you?
Yeah, of
or do you think
course.
she means well?
She always trying to take advantage.
All right, okay. All right. All right, so step on in here. You said you went into the business because somebody else was taking advantage of the girls, and you heard what she just said, that she thinks you're doing the same thing.
Right, but that's what the dancers, with the adult sex toys, she will see her money.
You think so?
I'm positive.
Well, hopefully you'll turn a profit, but are those products, are they flying off the shelves or exactly?
Not yet, but they will be.
Yeah. All right, Harvey?
Okay, doke. Kurt, so this is basically a premature lawsuit, which means you cannot sue until there is a breach. And it just struck me how funny it is a premature lawsuit in a sex toy case. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.